a warrior philosophy of the preventing injury, you know. And a good example I give people is if someone wants to rob you because they're hungry, and maybe they got hurt and they weren't able to work, and after a long enough period of no work and desperation and whatnot, they decide to try robbing, right? There's a lot of philosophies out there in schools that teach that he comes at you, tries to rob you, you protect yourself, you block, and then you punch him in the face, and then you break his knee, and then you stomp on his ankle, and you crack his clavicle, and you yell, "Hiya!" And you've vanquished this person, your money is safe, you can go on your way. But what have you actually accomplished there? A guy who can't feed himself is now further unable to feed himself because he's got his knee smashed and his nose broke and all this other stuff. And he didn't get any food. So now he's even more desperate, but now he's injured. You've created a potentially more dangerous situation, and it could have been handled differently. So in the training I like to do, it's to avoid the injury, to simply understand what this person's motivation is. Somehow there's the attempt at communication, and find out what do you need? You need money? Are you hungry? Can I take you out to eat? What do you want? If a person's really an honest, good person that's just been driven to a certain circumstance, they're going to be, I'm hungry, it's just, I don't know what to do. It's like, okay, well, let's go eat, and tell me what's going on. Maybe I can help you. I might know somebody who knows somebody. You never know. I've avoided a violent situation this way. Maybe I let him initiate a violent action, and I simply prevent him from hurting me, and I push him away from me. He comes at me again, I control the situation, and I push him away from me. And every time he comes at me, I simply prevent him from hurting me, but I avoid hurting him, and I just push him away. Eventually, he's going to get frustrated and look for an easier victim. I haven't harmed anyone, no one's harmed me, and maybe in the process I can talk to this guy. Heaven forbid that it should come to a place where maybe there's a weapon involved or more deadly intent involved. And in that situation, I would want to avoid getting injured, prevent the individual from further injuring himself or others by maybe taking the weapon away, or worst case scenario, stomp on his foot bones or something so he can't run. He can't run after me or chase someone else down. And then when he's, obviously in pain, I'll offer to help him. Can I call 911 for you? Is there anything I can do, to help in this situation? And maybe in that process, I'll make a friend. He'll understand what I did, and he'll understand that there's better ways to go about getting the things that you need than trying to hurt an innocent person. I might have an opportunity to talk with him and make a connection that I couldn't have done if I went with a victor-loser mentality. That I must vanquish. That mentality is largely what got mankind to where it is today. We could have shared a lot of things if we just came at it from a different approach. And that's kind of my philosophy on things. I want to find, as best as I can, a non-violent way. And if it has to come to violence, I don't want to further the harm. I don't want to cause more harm than is absolutely necessary. Violence should never be necessary, but if ever it comes to that, I don't want to brutalize. I don't want to go into a place of I'm justified in taking this person's life or taking this person's ability to fend for themselves or they're down the road. I just want to end the violent altercation as best as I can, and that's the whole philosophy behind my warrior training, is getting myself to a place of being able to do that with confidence and humility.